So one of the things about this show is that it sort of brings out what people are all about. And for your character in particular, this crisis seems to have made him a better man. Why do you think that is?
Well, I mean, Daryl can hunt. He can track his own food. He doesn't really need people. He's kind of a loner. And I think in a weird way, this catastrophe has been a bonus for him in certain ways. I mean, I don't think he's ever had anybody rely on him before. So I think as a man, he's becoming this new person that he would have never become if this didn't go down. And having people rely on him for safety is something he's never experienced. And it's sort of given him a new sense of self-worth that he would have never gotten before. He's definitely become a new person. I mean, season 1, he sort of talked out of the side of his head and don't look at me. And season 3, he's like in your face. I mean, he's completely changing, and I think all the characters are changing, from 1 to 3. So, he's emotionally opening up, which is a very terrifying thing and a very childlike thing to do later on in life. You know what I mean?
He has a huge fan base, and obviously a lot of people want to see him step up and take the leadership role. If he did that, how do you think that would play out?
Well, I mean, Shane wanted to take over. Daryl doesn't want to take over. We had a whole episode devoted to what do we do with Randall? Do we let him go? Do we kill him? And Daryl just quietly tiptoed in the room, beat the crap out of him, walked back with his bloody knuckles. Don't look at my knuckles. This is what's up. He wasn't like, oh, look what I did. He's not that guy, I don't think he wants to sit down and tell you it's going to be okay and this is the plan, don't worry about it. It's just like man up or get out, So I don't think he wants to take over anything. And, also Rick is like the brother that Merle wasn't wasn't able to be. So there's an admiration there, even with Lori, his wife, what's that about, What's this lovey-dovey relationship about? It was interesting to him, and a lot of stuff didn't make the cuts where I'm just eyeballing her and what does that mean? There was one scene that we did where I find booze and I'm drinking it, and I look around and I slide it to her first. You remember the first episode I showed up in episode 3, I'm surrounded by people and they're saying we locked your brother on a roof, he's gonna die. And I'm like, what the hell? Everyone's staring at me, and she's the first person that goes, he'll go help you find him. So automatically there was an ally there. So, there's a lot of complicated relationships going on.
As we head into the finale, do you think he's going to have a more brutal confrontation with Merle to really choose a side in a more dramatic way?
I mean, Merle's kind of like your drunk uncle at a Christmas party. You really can't take him anywhere, and his choices as an actor, he's kind of like a cobra. You don't know when he's going to strike, but he's my cobra, so I want to keep him around. You know what I mean?